Hello and welcome to my channel. In this episode we're gonna be installing a lowered seat base for the double passenger seat. After installing a swivel seat base, it raises the height of your double passenger seat, okay, and it's kind of becoming very uncomfortable to sit in. You see how higher this seat is in comparison to the driver's seat. So the solution is to install a reduced height of this seat base, okay. So we're gonna be installing it in here today. Now, just in comparison, where's my ruler? From these stitches here up to the very top of the ceiling, it's a 40 centimeters now, and the driver's seat, well, bear in mind it's a bit of a slope in the roof. From the stitches here to the top of the roof, it's about 45, so we're talking about 50 mil difference, okay. So you can buy this lowered seat base. It lowered about 50 mil, so it should be ideal. So we're gonna give it a try today. Now, when I'm sitting in here, I'm touching the ceiling with my head. So if I hit a bump or something, or go through the speed ramp, I would be hitting the ceiling with my head. And then it's not very comfortable for your knees as well. So in comparison to the driver's seat position, I have a bit of a clearance in here, okay? So we're gonna be addressing this issue today. Stay tuned. So if I'm sitting in here, it's not very comfortable. My knees are nearly touching the dashboard. Okay, so in theory, if this seat will be a little bit lower, my knees will go under the dashboard, underneath the dashboard, so I will have a bit more. It should be like that, something like that, okay. So, okay, stay tuned. Say the easiest way will be to replace that seat base, would be to take the seat out and then replace the seat base. But before we do that, I just want to take this cushion off, okay. So it's held in place by I'll show you now. Well, there's things here, one in here, and one in there as well. Okay, and that's it really. So to take this off, I'm gonna use this thing, trim removal tool, okay. Now, so one is out. One off, keep it safe, and now second one off, keep it safe. This bushing, this plastic bushing goes in first, and after this retaining washer, okay. So, and now we're gonna take this off somehow. Yeah, that's it. It just slides towards your passenger seat, just slides out, that's it, and it's off. And now what we have to do, we have to unscrew this 8 16mm nuts, lift the seat and take it out. Okay, so I'm gonna get my ratchet now. Now 16mm socket, anti-clockwise. Now, the easiest way to remove the seat, you have to get rid of the headrests. Okay, so keep them safe. Okay, now and it just comes out just like that. In my case, I can fold it. Now, to remove this part of the seat, you have to undo this plain bolts. 1, 2, I think we're 12, number to M12, and then undo this bolt for the seat belt and this plain bolt, okay, and the two from the other side, obviously. I think we're M10 or M12, I'll tell you now. M10, yeah, M10. Anti-clockwise. Two bolts out, keep them safe. And just make sure this bit's gonna go back. Okay. You can't go wrong because it has a little notch in here, so it will be like that. Now not starting to spin. I think it's a 18. It's a 18mm nut from the other side, but 19mm spanner will do just to hold it in place. Just like that, okay? And the one in here, I'd say I'm gonna have to get rid of the seat belt first. And by the looks of it, it's a 17mm nut. Anti-clockwise. just like that. Okay, so it goes back like that. And the very last this ratchet is too big, we're gonna use a little bit smaller ratchet. Yeah, this should be good to go. Yeah, that's it. And this is our reduced height seat base. Okay. So we're gonna turn it around. So it's about 32.5 centimeters, and this one is about 28. So we're talking about 45 mil. Now this is our original seat base. And this is our modified seat base. Looks like a decent quality weld. Okay. It's modified. And this is an original. Original and modified. Okay, now this seat base cost me 200 sterlings, and the only thing is it's not certified. Okay, it's entirely up to you if you would go for the certified one. I think onestyle.co.uk does it for 325 sterlings. Yeah, so we'll give it a try anyway. It seems to be like a decent quality, but the only problem is I'm not entirely happy with a finish, like how it's been painted. I think if you get in a seat base from a onestyle.co.uk, it comes powder coated, so it would be perfect, like, you know, and this one here just seems to be like it was a spray painted from a can or something. Okay, but well, money talks. You get what you paid for. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fit it now. Okay. And it fits like a glove. So all we have to do, we have to tighten this 8 16mm nuts. Okay. Now, put this plastic bushing back in first, and then this retaining washer. Okay. Same as in here. Push it in. And this is it. Put the headrests back in. Now the moment of truth. We measured from around here. It was a 40, was it? And now it's, look, it's almost 45, okay? 44.7. Okay? So it brought it down, let's say, near enough to the driver's side seat as well, yeah. Okay. So I can sit in here now, and I have a bit of a clearance now from a roof. Happy days. Still, driver seat is a little bit more, but driver seat is a little bit deeper as well, okay? In comparison, what it was before and how it became, geez, much more comfortable. It's a way more comfortable now. And the knees as well. I'll show you the knees here. Geez, much more room in here now. So look at my knees as well. Look how much room I have now if I sit straight. As before, I didn't have room at all. My knees were touching, nearly touching, or even touching the dashboard. Now I have, geez, good at least 60 mil clearance. Even more from this side because dash kind of curves to outside. Okay, geez, it's much more comfortable now. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend it. And here as well. So now we're gonna check how it's gonna swivel with lower seat base. Yeah, she's much more comfortable. So I think it's a success, it's a great result. So thank you ever so much for watching my videos. If you liked it, please give us a like, share, subscribe and all that crack, drop me a comment and I'll catch you at the next one, guys. Cheers.